This video is a mini introduction to four wildflowers native to the North American Intermountain West that also happen to grow on our land here in the Rockies. Starry Solomon seal and wild strawberry, which I'm harvesting some of today for their traditional and modern uses in herbal medicine, and two more that I think are just some neat little flowers worthy of some screen time, the bog orchid and the monkey flower. So this lovely little plant is starry Solomon seal. It's a variety of false Solomon seal or Myanthemum stellatum. This variety, the starry variety, is found from the Yukon all the way to Colorado and from the foothills all the way up to the montane zones. It's only half as tall as the other variety, and this one blooms May through July. They really like shady, moist areas near streams, and often, like here, as ground cover in aspen groves or other sheltered locations, they're really, really common. They have such a fresh spring green color and delicate white star shaped flowers that eventually turn into these bright red berries later in the season that are just unmistakable. Bears, rodents, and some birds actually eat the berries. The foliage isn't a favorite of any of the larger mammals like deer or elk, so on our property, it lingers and creates this dreamy forest floor cover this time of year. In herbal medicine, the roots are really the useful part. These plants grow rhizomically, meaning their roots spread out horizontally and they sprout new stems from the existing root structure, a lot like aspen trees. They also do seed themselves through the berries to establish new plants. In order not to damage the group too much, I only take a few sections of root from one area and then go on to another spot until I have enough. There are several uses in modern herbalism. What I'm going to do is make a liniment with this batch, a topical tincture, basically extracted in a specific ratio of water and alcohol blended together to help ease sprains, strains, and creaky joints. I'll be putting it into a mini mister bottle once it's ready and just applying as needed that way. I just love these flowers. They just say spring is here, early summer is on its way, and really contribute to just such a lush, beautiful setting. Here we have wild strawberries, which are, to me, just the happiest little plants. We have two varieties that grow here, one with bigger leaves and one with thinner, more delicate leaves. They look like petite versions of your garden variety strawberries, and the fruits are sometimes too tiny to notice before they dry up or get eaten by the various critters. Out here, if you find a fruit, you are lucky. They sure don't last long. Wild strawberry likes moist but not wet places with dappled but not harsh sun, like the transition zone between a meadow and some woods. They also love it near streams. On our land, it grows right here in and among the Solomon seal, the starry Solomon seal. Their three leaf arrangement and flowers, with their little red runners to start new plants, are unmistakable. They grow all over the place, and the higher in elevation you get, the tinier and tastier the berries are. Medicinally, both varieties that we have here are interchangeable, and both the leaves and the flowers can be used. I tend to stick to just the leaves because I want to make sure that those flowers turn into a good fruit crop for the wildlife, and I'm always hoping for more plants from seed in the future. My strawberry leaves will be dried and infused as a tea, which I won't be drinking, but you can actually use as a wet compress to help soothe sunburn or eczema or other skin irritations. It's also an astringent, so it can be used as an ingredient in things like facial toners as well that can help calm the skin. Wild strawberry is also known as the happiness plant, as the tea can help lift the mood, just like raspberry leaf tea. For my batch, it will go into a skincare infusion with a few other ingredients that I've been harvesting and preparing so far this season. I have a goal to replace my whole skincare regimen as much as possible with what I wildcraft for myself. I've just started learning about the edible and medicinal traditions of the local flora. I've been lucky to learn directly and in person from a retired biologist and botanist who's an expert on the plants in my specific region, as well as a couple of good books. I have found this one by Brianna Wiles very helpful. She has the Mountain States Medicinal Plants. You can find it anywhere, but I will link to it below for you and her website. So this lovely plant right here, I just learned this year is called a bog orchid. There are plenty of orchid species all over the world. There are 26 in this area, and this one is super cute. It has a sweet, spicy smell. It's really hard to describe, but they can grow 5 to 30 inches tall. And it's called the bog orchid because it really likes wet, boggy soils. I'm finding it here in our little wetland. There's moss and a natural spring that just keeps this whole area very boggy and well irrigated all year. So the bog orchid, Plantanthera dilatata, its name is about as delicate as this flower. It's super cute. And like I said, this is the first time I've found it. Just haven't been out here at the right time before. But there's a bunch of them growing all over here. They just really like it. So you can see a creek drains down to the pond down there. Super cute. And this little cutie is called monkey flower. This particular yellow variety is Mimulus guttatus, probably butchering that pronunciation, but it is a variety that has really big yellow flowers. They can get up to 1.5 inches long. These aren't quite that big right here. They have these cute little purple dots. It's really common. It's very widespread in North America, and it really loves to grow where we are in lovely wet meadows, swamps, and stream sides, from the foothills all the way up into the alpine. We have a whole meadow just blooming with this the other day. They're a little bit past their peak in the area that gets the most sun, but right here, right next to the creek, in a little bit of shade, they're still doing great. I'm a bit of a self-taught naturalist, and I love every year learning a few more plants and flowers that I see around where I live and where I explore. Learning about them makes them become like little friends every time I see them on the trail. I just love that familiarity of knowing where I'm going to see them pop up, what time of year, and a little bit of their history and their botany as well. This year, I'm going to be crafting some various salves, oils, and liniments from some of them, in addition to the incense and other wild crafted aromatics I've been making for a few years now. I hope you liked this one. It was sure fun to make. Let me know in a comment if you'd like to see more of this type of video. I am excited to watch more and more varieties of the local flora pop up throughout the summer as we head into the height of wildflower season. A like and subscribe always help, and thanks so much for watching here on Cue the Moose.